Hi, and welcome to Geno's Picks. I know, 2-2 last week, but still 36-16 on the year, 70%. And I don't need to tell you how Daddy follows a 2-2 week, but I will. 24-4, 87%. So you can't wait to see these four picks. But you know what really grinds my gears? Obviously. Plaxico Burress is a jackass. He's done with the Giants. Remember that. He shoots himself on a week he's not even playing and creates a distraction to the team. And of all things, the week they're playing the Redskins and they're retiring Sean Taylor's number, God rest Sean Taylor's soul. But that was not going to motivate the Redskins. If they wanted the Redskins to get up for that game, they should have publicly executed the three jackasses that shot him last year. But they won't because they're soft, and that grinds my gears. Let's get to the picks. My first pick. The Bears are giving 6.5 to the Jaguars in Chicago. What can I say about the Jaguars that Fred Taylor didn't? This is the worst team that I have ever played for. And he's been on the Jags 10 years. 10 years! That's a longer sentence than any black man deserves. And let's look at the Bears. Yes, they lost to Minnesota, so they know they're in a must-win situation the rest of the way. And this is a team not far removed from the Super Bowl 2 years ago. But I even think they're a better team, because unlike that team that had Rex Grossman, who followed a bad game with an even worse game, they have Kyle Orton, and Kyle Orton bounces back stronger from a beating than Tina Turner did with that Private Dancer album. You know what I mean? Now look, the Jags are mailing it in. They don't care anymore, and they shouldn't. They've been through a rough time off the field, and they're about as motivated as a guy logging off a porn site. That said, the Bears are going to come out shooting faster than a virgin at a whorehouse, and the Jags are going to show about as much stamina. It's going to get messy. Take the Bears and give the 6.5. My next pick, the Patriots are giving 4.5 points to the Seahawks in Seattle. Do you get it yet? The difference between a great coach and a terrible coach? A terrible coach looks to the sky and hopes something will change in the course of the week. A great coach gets angry, carries the loss off the field with him, and you know what else he does? He stews over the loss all week, sometimes to a fault. And that's what Bill Belichick does. And here's what Bill will be chewing on this week instead of those meaty tits. Okay, the Patriots got humiliated in front of the Steelers in a game that just didn't look like the Patriots. Meanwhile, the Jets, a team they could have tied, frigging fell to the Denver Broncos. How soft are the Jets? No, Joe, not as soft as those tits. They're so soft that Peyton Hillis rushed for 129 yards against them. A white guy. The last white guy to fuck 11 black this badly was Thomas Jefferson. Do you see what I'm saying? Get my point. Bill Belichick is pissed. Bill Belichick does not lose 2 in a row. Take the Patriots. Give the 4.5. Which brings me to my lock of the week. The Bills are giving a point to the Dolphins in Toronto. Wow, are the bookies even paying attention anymore? The last team that the Bills beat with a winning record was nobody. Okay? The last team that the Bills beat that were 500 was Seattle when they were 0-0. The Bills stink. The Bills are coming off a loss in San Francisco where their offense scored 0 touchdowns. Think that's humiliating? How about flying across the country and the whole way thinking, wow, we can't even play in Buffalo because we can't even sell tickets. They have to play in Toronto. How do you think they feel? I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with titty. I just love that picture. Who is that broad with him? It doesn't matter. Here's what you need to realize. Trent Edwards is the dreaded Q word. He's questionable, meaning he doesn't know if he's going to play. The team doesn't know if he's going to play. Think J.P. Lozman is dying to play? No, he just wants it to be over. Let me tell you something. The Bills may be traveling to Toronto to play, but this team is heading south faster than a Jew on his 55th birthday. Let me tell you, take the Dolphins, give the point. Which brings me to my Double Your Money Monday Night Bet, or as I like to call it, flush your winnings down the shitter on Tuesday. Before I go on, special shout out to Mitch Making Money, who's really been following my Monday Night Picks, which I have to make, and they've been pretty good lately. He loved Green Bay Packers 2 weeks ago, but sent me an email, not saying, oh, I switched to the Saints and won a ton, saying I laid off on Green Bay because of your pick. So thanks you, Mitch. Spread the love to your other gambling buddies. So let's get to the game. The Panthers are giving 3 to the Bucs in Carolina. This is going to be a great game. I don't know who to pick with the running backs. The healthy Cadillac Williams with the rejuvenated Warwick Dunn, or what can you say about the Panthers? D'Angelo Williams is a stud this year, and he's complemented by Jonathan Stewart. What about the defenses? Not even going to bore you. They're both fantastic. So it's going to come down to the quarterbacks. Who do you take? Jake Delhomme, whose name is French for man, or Trent Dilfer, who I'm pretty sure has French to man? Well, say what you want about Trent Dilfer, but when it all boils down to who do you trust more? The teacher that can tell you tons about Vietnam or the 10-year vet who's been balls deep inside of it? Take Trent Dilfer, trust him, and take Tampa Bay and the 3 they're getting. Those are Geno's picks.